I do get kids in my class, like in computing. They would Google me on the computer.
Really? Right, guys, how's it going?
Hey!
We are back with another episode of I'm That Kid, and we have a very special one for you today.
Very special.
We're really excited to have her on the show because, you know, we feel like we have to be a little bit professional because she's been in the game since the age of 6 years old. She has been in 3 films and doing a lot of modelling, and we're just going to let her tell you all about it, to be honest. Please welcome
Jiya!
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you guys?
Very good, yeah.
We're really good. We're excited to have you here because, you know, you're kind of making us feel, like I said, like we have to be a bit on our game today. You know, 'cause you're a professional actress, Sheila. So we're going to kickstart where we normally do with all of our guests, and we just want to find out, what were you like when you were younger? Like, how did you become this Jiya that you are today?
Well, when I was younger, when I first started liking acting is when I was like 3, and I used to like watch Frozen and like learn all the dialogues and then sing it to myself in the mirror.
That's so cute.
And my mom filmed it, and then I rewatched it when I was like 6, and that's why I gained my confidence, and I just wanted to show people my confidence and show people how good I am.
So when you watched that back, did you think, oh, I'm actually quite good at this?
Yeah, I was like, how did I remember that?
Yeah.
Especially from like a young age, like I couldn't do that. Like I would probably try and learn the lyrics, but then like half of them I wouldn't even know. So, like that.
That's brilliant. And Frozen's a good one because I think we all knew all the lines to Frozen, didn't we?
Yeah.
So, go on, Kilo.
What made you want to do what you're doing right now?
Well, I just thought it was very fun to do, and I got to meet loads of new people through it. I got loads of new experiences through it. I got to go to new places, and yeah, and I just
It's okay.
It's a new world, isn't it?
Yeah, I had nobody in my family's done it before. I was the first actress.
That's what I'm always interested in because
So,
we always want to know, was it inherited? Did it come from someone else in your family? Is anybody else in the arts? Or is this solely kind of just in you?
I think it's just in me. I was the first actress in the family.
Right.
Then my cousin became an actor, and yeah, we're helping him find an agency.
Okay. So he's come for a bit of help from the pro. And what do you think kind of drew you to? Would you say you're more into TV acting or theatrical acting, or did you start with one and move into another one?
Well, first, when I was about 5 or 6, I went to Stagecoach, which was like on stage, like theatre kind of, like singing and acting at the same time. And then I dropped down, I went to online acting class with Vinny.
Was that during COVID?
Yeah, it was.
Let's not talk about that time.
And right now I'm on a different online class with LeBlanc.
Okay. Sounds good.
With most stage coaches, it's normally at your school. So with my school, during like the summer term, you can go into the school and do stagecoach, and then like at the end of the term, you like perform something.
Yeah.
I've never went to stagecoach.
Yeah, but it's definitely one that I think if it's something you want to get into, there are stage coaches all over the place, aren't there? So it's a good place to kind of get started, isn't it? Yeah. And so we're going back to 3-5-year-old Jiya now. So you're reciting Frozen and you're watching yourself back and you're thinking, I love this, I'm quite good at this. So then what was the next step? What happened after that?
Well, we found an agency, and then my agency got me into On the Other Foot, which helped me in my self-tape.
So that was your first film?
That was my first film ever.
Wow.
That was the first thing I did
on
TV. And then, like, When I'm not really shy off camera.
Are you? No.
Yeah.
Listen, we're going to get her dancing later. Don't worry about it.
So when like I was just sitting there with like when them doing my makeup behind the scenes, and then as soon as the camera switched on, they were like, "Whoa, what happened here?
Yeah.
Like, who are you?"
That's brilliant. And to be honest, that you hear that about a lot of stars, to be honest.
Yeah.
That, you know, obviously you can see the ones that have sort of the big personality and, you know, you can see that, okay, cool, you're a performer. But then also you have people that they're quite introverted and then they come alive, like you say, once it's like action. And so that's brilliant that you know that about yourself at this age because, you know, I think some kids just think, well, I'm shy and that's that. But you know you've got this gift and, keep using it. So, go on, darling.
What are the hard parts about doing what you're doing?
Yeah.
I would say the hard parts are when you don't get a self-tape for that long. And it's been like quite a while, and then you start doubting yourself, and you're like, maybe I'm not as good as I am, maybe I should quit. But then once you do like get a self-tape, you put like your all into it.
Because you don't know when you'll get another one.
Yeah.
That's so true, isn't it? Yeah.
Like, I auditioned for something and I haven't heard back for like a while now. But then I think I'm too tall now. Like, it was their fault that they didn't get back to me.
They missed out. They missed out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that, I think that's a general thing, isn't it? And that it's definitely for a kid, I would imagine. It's hard, isn't it? It's pretty tough because you're thinking, you know, why is the phone not ringing kind of thing? Why am I not getting to do what I love? But you've got to hang in there. You've got to hang in there and then the right part will come.
Yeah.
So go on, what did you want to say?
I was going to say, what do you love about it?
So that's the hard part. So what's the bit that you love?
I would say I love going to new places, meeting new, very nice, lovely people. I like also the experiences, seeing myself on TV when I get back home and it's out everywhere.
So tell me, when you have something that comes out on TV, do you have like a premiere party in your house? Do you get like your family to all come and sit down and like watch it together?
Yeah.
Or do you prefer to see it by yourself?
No, normally my family sees it, like with a new TV show that's came out that I was in Ireland for. It's called Small Town Big Story.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Because, guys, can we just talk about the fact that Chris O'Dowd, Bridesmaids, iconic. Oh my gosh, I love this man. And it was he played your dad, right?
Yeah, he was so nice.
So tell us the tea. What happened?
Well, he was
How did
really
you get
nice.
it, first of all?
I got it. I just did the self-tape, which is, I think I did pretty good in the self-tape. They got back to me, and I was really excited when I was doing this because I was like, oh my gosh, if I get this, I'm going to go to Ireland.
Yeah.
And if I get to go to premiere, it's going to be the premiere in Ireland.
Amazing.
So I was really excited. And then I got the part, and the trip to Ireland was very nice and lovely. The hotel was lovely, and the people were lovely, which was very nice.
Yeah, you had a great time, it sounds like. How long were you there for?
We were there for like 3 or 2 days.
Okay. Oh, so they did it quite quickly then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what was that like, filming with such a huge star?
He was very nice. In between takes, we would like play hangman on the notebook that I was holding.
Yeah.
He wrote a letter. He emailed my agency, which gave the email back to my mom to read it. It was from Chris O'Dowd saying like how good I was, how lovely I was.
Amazing.
And he just gave me really nice feedback, which was also really nice of him to do.
I love him. He's so funny. Like at school, we watched his storyline online, and like he read us a story one time.
Oh, really? Oh, that's brilliant. I didn't know that. Okay.
It was like on TV.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, I never did come into your school and read your story. But that is so good. And so that must really inspire you. How do you feel? Like once you get a gig like that, you know, how does it make you feel? And maybe afterwards would be interesting to know how you feel after you've done it.
Well, it raises my confidence a lot, I would say. Yeah, it does make me more confident in myself.
Yeah.
And it does boost me up a bit. and especially when he sent me that email, because I was like, whoa.
Yeah, he didn't need to do that.
Yeah, he took time.
Well, you obviously made an impression, girl. That's
Thank
it.
you.
That's what you got to do. Okay, and tell us, you spoke a little bit about your confidence being raised after you do, something big like that. Where do you find your confidence in the first place?
Well, my confidence, as I said already, like, it doesn't show.
Yeah.
But when the camera turns on, it just boosts out to me.
Oh, I love that. That's brilliant. So do you think that you just, it's like a quiet confidence, you would say?
Yeah.
Yeah. And does that come from, your mum and your dad, them kind of encouraging you, or is it just kind of knowing that what you've got inside of you? Where do you...
It's both, because my parents do encourage me, and they do support me a lot, and they do help me. And yeah, they found me my agency, they started in my acting, and so they do encourage me a lot, and they do support me, which helps me a lot.
Brilliant.
That's really nice.
You know who I think is a bit like Jiya is Mason.
My partner.
Yeah, Keela's Simba. I do, because Mason is not.
Oh, like,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because he makes this like cute face when when the chaperones come down to pick us up, but then inside he tears the whole place down.
In the way that he's quite quiet, in comparison to some of you guys, and he can kind of keep himself to himself, but on stage he just kind of comes alive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She doesn't agree.
No, I understand. It's just like, it's hard to believe because I'm like in a small room with him.
Yeah, so he drives you mad.
Yeah.
We love you, Mason. All right, so I want to know, or maybe you can answer that one, because that's quite a good one.
Do you have any setbacks, and if you do, how did you overcome it?
Well, a step back would be, one time I got like a self-tape to do, and if I got it, I would go to Kenya.
No way.
I was so excited. It was like a flashback scene.
Yeah.
So then I did obviously put my all into it, but then they never got back to me, and that did kind of downfall me a bit.
Yeah.
And one time I also got to do like self-tape for this advert that was in South Africa, which was also a really good one.
Amazing.
That would have been amazing, a dream.
It's funny, isn't it, when you get these self-tapes in, we do it, don't we?
Yeah.
You see yourself there already, you're like, okay, so I'm going to America and I'm going to...
Exactly.
But I think you have to think like that to really put yourself in the role, don't you? But it can be very hard when when it doesn't kind of come off. But,
like, I remember when I was auditioning to be Nala, my mum was always saying to me, like, I can see you on that stage and all of that. And then, like, every time I'd come out from, like, the auditioning process, she would always say to me this, like, phrase. I don't know if she made it up or not, but, like, I just never heard it.
What did I say?
I've just never heard it before. She kept on saying, thoughts become things. So if you, like, think you're gonna, like, be on stage, it becomes a thing, and you will be on stage and all of that. So I always take that words of advice and try my hardest in like self-tapes.
She listens. Give it to me. Don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me... Anyway, she does listen to me. So, Jiya, I want to know, what advice would you give to somebody? Because you started at 6, is that right?
Yeah.
That was sort of your first, big role. What advice would you give to somebody that maybe wants to start and wants to do what you're doing?
I would say, obviously, don't give up. Like, at the start, you might get no self-tapes, no auditions. You might be still looking for an agency, but you don't need an agency to get a self-tape or an audition.
Right.
You just need to put your all into it, and if you want it bad enough, you will do your best to try and get it. So,
Your belief is something else, don't you think? Like, you're so right. Like, she's just got this quiet kind of
wisdom.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm feeling it. So, look at me trying to get tips now. What do you do when you prepare for a self-tape? Keela, get the pen out. What do you do? Like, what are the things that you say to yourself? Right, this is how I'm going to prepare, kind of thing.
Well, obviously you do need to learn the script, the lines.
That's important.
What does help a lot?
I did though.
No, I know.
Like my mum never saw me practicing my lines when we were in rehearsal, but I practiced like a lot.
Well, obviously, because you're doing it now, so I trust you now. But continue. So you have to learn the lines.
What does help a lot to learn the lines is when you get like a piece of paper and you write it down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that helps a lot.
Okay,
Instead of
that's
just like
interesting.
rereading it.
Yeah.
It does stick in your brain more for me
Yeah.
to write it down.
That's a good one, guys.
And, like I remember, Dad, he told me to write it down because you might not see it, you might not like recognize the words, but if you write it in your own handwriting, you know what it says.
Yeah. Makes sense. Anything else that you do to prepare?
Well, you know when there's like a word on the script that you don't know how to pronounce.
Yes.
But then when you finally like learn how to pronounce it, you keep pronouncing it wrong because of the way it looks.
Yeah.
I just write the how to pronounce it in the notebook.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Just to remind myself. That's how you say it.
That's not how you spell it, but you need to see it how you say it. Yeah,
exactly.
I get that.
Do you have any downtime hobbies or like games instead of like doing this big TV thing?
Well, I really like, crafty stuff.
Yeah.
And everything in that like title.
Yeah.
I like painting a lot and rhinestoning with the little like gems that you put.
She loves that.
On the canvas.
Yeah.
She's like, Mum, can you go to
amazing.
Hobbycraft or the Range or wherever these places that do it? So what sort of things would you bling up? Would you bling up your phone case or something like that?
I just get like a thin canvas.
Yeah.
And I like sketch out. One time I sketched like a bow, and I made it pink, and I put like I've got a picture of it somewhere.
Oh, nice.
But I did like a pink bow with the rhinestones.
Is that quite relaxing?
Yeah.
When you do that, yeah.
Like even people, they put rhinestones on their water bottles, which is
Yeah.
quite weird as
Yeah.
well.
The best part is hanging up in your room as well.
Yeah. And I guess that's quite nice to do because it's still quite creative, isn't it? But then you get to just sort of switch off for a minute because it's a lot, isn't it? And I always say you're still a kid. So do you think, where do you see yourself in like 10 years? How old will you be in 10 years?
21.
21. Ooh. Don't say in the club. Mum's watching.
I'm going to be 20. I'm going to be 20.
You're going to be 20. I can't cope, Keela.
Oh,
You're
gosh.
going to be...
No, anyway. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I would like to be in like somewhere like New York, somewhere like relaxing but busy at the same time.
I get you. I feel that.
With my dog, of course.
Have you got a dog already, or
Yeah.
you're envisioning? Okay, I thought you were like imagining. Yeah. What's your dog's name?
Charlie.
Hey, Charlie. What's up? Look at Mum on the TV. So when you say in New York, is that like for work purposes? Like you want to be acting there, or you just feel like you would like to relocate to New York?
I would like to travel around the world. Still be in my acting career though.
Yeah.
Because it's amazing.
Yeah. I want to know, what do your friends make of what you're doing? What's the response like? Are they supportive? Do you get a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of hate? What's it like for you? Because you've been on big shows, that everybody will have seen.
I do get kids in my class, like in computing. They would Google me on the computers.
Really?
And
Whilst you're in the class?
Yeah, and I would just have to
Hilarious.
cover my face like, that's not me.
But is it generally quite positive?
Yeah, people, like teachers as well. They ask me how I'm doing as well.
Yeah.
I haven't got any jealousy at all. I've got
That's
people,
good.
like kids come up to me saying like, how do you do it? I really want to be an actress too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it can go either way sometimes, I think.
Yeah.
And, you would hate for that to be the reason why a kid wouldn't do what they love to do because of the reaction from other people. So, I think it's important that we support each other and just tell you how amazing you are. And what about your family? How do your family feel about it all?
My family are very supportive. They encourage me a lot. They help me a lot as well.
Yeah.
Because they help me with any lines that I have. My mom helped me get into the Blanc acting school as well. So yeah, they're
And
very
do you have
nice.
siblings, Jiya?
I have one brother.
Is he older or younger?
He's 16.
Oh.
So older.
So is he teenagers like your brother, your older brother? That we love him, but they tend to kind of be a bit sort of nonchalant with it all,
I
like
know.
you know,
Yeah.
like oh yeah,
I
no big
remember
deal.
when I got the role of Nala, I had like tears inside me, but I didn't want to cry because like my siblings were right there and they're like, "Oh, it's not that big of a deal." But surprisingly, actually, my oldest brother, who's also a teen, he was just on the game. He said, "Well done, Keela," just not even looking at me.
I don't
just
think
kept
he even
on
turned
staring.
around and looked at her. But how does your brother react to the stuff that you do?
My brother's also supportive, but he's very introverted.
Okay.
He's just very.
He doesn't really show much excitement about it. That's fine.
But
we know
he's very
excited on
supportive.
the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Shall we?
Quickfire.
Quickfire.
Also, Zion is actually quite supportive.
No, Zion is supportive. Yeah.
Yeah,
we
but it's just Eli.
She's got two older brothers, and brothers are brothers. So we're going to go on to our quickfire round, Jiya. Are you ready?
Okay, yep.
Yeah. So this is where you get them to know a little bit more about you, and just say whatever comes to your head. I might switch some of these up, Keela, but
What is it? We're gonna scrap that one.
yeah. Let's just go.
Okay, just do what's on the paper.
All right. On your marks. Get set. Go. Favorite color.
Purple.
Favorite season.
Summer.
Favorite social media platform.
TikTok.
Favorite animal.
A white tiger.
Oh. Favorite food.
Pizza.
Favorite film or TV show.
Home Alone.
That's
Home Alone, is
Yeah.
it? I thought you were going to say
don't
small
know.
town, big story.
I don't know.
Okay. Favorite clothing brand or shop?
Nike.
Favorite song or artist.
Bruno Mars.
Who is your inspiration?
I like Emma Watson a lot.
Yeah. I like Emma Watson as well.
Okay. And if somebody was to play you in a film, so you're not allowed to be the actress, somebody else has to be the actress, who would it be? Like, let's imagine that you're an adult. So
Maybe Zendaya.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
I'm not
I
sure.
can see
it.
that.
I'm not quite sure.
Now, I would like to know, Miss Jiya, is there anything that you could teach us? Like, do you have like a warm-up exercise that you do to like loosen your mouth, or is there like a, I don't know, like something that you can teach us? Even if we have to stand up and do it.
No.
Do you do jumping jacks
can-
before a scene?
I can teach you like a word in Spanish or something.
Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. Go on.
Okay, do you guys know what apple is in Spanish?
I've heard of it. I forgot because I have like a Spanish friend and he always tells us in Spanish.
I think the answer's no. We don't
No,
know.
I do know. I just forgot how to say it. Oh, go on.
Manzana.
Oh, that's it. I always forget. No, seriously.
Okay.
What about
so-
water?
Oh, I know that. Agua.
Yeah.
Agua. Okay. So, how do we say apple? Manzana. Is that right?
Yes.
Manzana. Okay. Did you have to learn that for a role?
No, I'm trying to build up my Spanish, like to get to level fluently.
Yeah.
Because I used Duolingo since like 2023, and I had like a 250-day streak. But then I went to India on holiday, and then there was like a day that I had no Wi-Fi, and I lost it all.
No. It's really good, actually.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
really good app. And you can add that to your CV, can't you? So
Yeah.
if any roles come in, you'd be like, yeah, I speak Spanish, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we are going to have a little bit of a dance now. Or maybe not a dance. Do you like dancing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, she likes dancing. We're going to dance. We're going to dance, and we'll obviously post it on our TikTok, Shireen and Keela. And then we'll come back and we're going to ask you to do just one more thing for us, if that's all right.
Okay.
Yeah?
So after every interview, we always get the guest to just write some words of like advice and then just do their signature after, so you know whose it is. You have a couple before you, so if you want to get some inspiration from them, you can.
So that would be your page,
so
yeah?
You just write your name.
Anything that you want to say, and we will eventually do a competition, and one of you guys will get hold of this book. But today, Jia's going to write some words of wisdom for us.
Okay, so for the last one, I would like you to say, I'm that kid because, and then just finish off the sentence.
I'm that kid because I'm confident, I'm outgoing, and I go for the opportunities ahead of me. And yeah.
Fantastic.